Good afternoon, Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be glad to share some of the applications and end user utility of satellite remote sensing, imagery, information and insight. I'm sure most of you are well aware of what a satellite imagery is, what is GIS technology, what is geospatial information, because the Google and mobile technology has made tremendous change over the last few years, and most of you have iPhone and you know how to navigate a car, you know what imagery means and how it has been integrated into common man's commodity. You have seen those Google images in various applications. The input for that is satellite imagery, and Digital Globe is one of the prime imagery provider to those applications. But when it comes to defense and intelligence application, that's a class apart. These images, satellite images, are different for those applications where you need for defense and intelligence. What does it mean? There are a number of satellites, there are different resolutions, there are different regulations. Because of the national security, each government has got its own regulation. So we have to work well within the framework. So as per the regulations till yesterday, it was 50 centimeter resolution what could be given on a commercial basis to the customers. But now it has changed. I will come to that later. But within that framework of that 50 centimeter resolution, how the defense and intelligence have been serviced with Digital Globe constellation and how that particularly helps in battlefield. For these applications, there are certain discriminating factors when you get a satellite imagery. The satellite imagery should be very accurate when you put it on geolocation. The radiometry of that should be perfect. You should have the maximum information content. The entropy of the information what you get is what it matters. Then also the speed at which you collect and give the information in the right time to the end user. And these are all the sound and how fast you can collect, what is the area that you can collect. As I said, there are a number of satellites which can give 50 centimeters, they say 50 centimeters, but it is actually collected at 70 or 80, but that is resampled or re-engineered to 50, and so they are different than this 50 centimeter what you get from this constellation. And as I said, until yesterday, the government regulations were for 50 centimeters. I am very glad to share with you today that the US government has revised the resolution restrictions, and today we can provide better than 50 up to 25 centimeter resolution. That means the end users can use a satellite imagery for various applications with a pixel of 25 centimeters, which means a lot to the entire industry, governments and end users. So with that, we have a Worldview 3, the new generation satellite. The best satellite today, what we have is Worldview 2, which has got 8 bands in multispectral and 1 band in panchromatic with 50 centimeters and 2.2 meters in multispectral. The next generation, because as I said, the user community has matured well. With the present satellites, there are limitations, so they are looking for better resolution. The Worldview 3 satellite, which is scheduled for launch in 2014 August, has got a number of new innovations. It has got a 30 centimeter panchromatic camera. It has got 8-band 1.2 meter multispectral. Then we do have a short-wave infrared. As most of you know, the spectral bands varies start from human to ultraviolet to radar. So what human eye cannot see, you need for defense and applications, very applications in shortwave and infrared and thermal. So the shortwave infrared is a very, very special band where you can get number of applications like camouflage, like characteristic of materials and so on. So that type of satellite is going to be launched in August 2014. So the present, one of the important factors for the satellite is what is its pedigree, how operational is that, how long you have been working. If you look at digital globe, the sub-meter started way back in 1999. I remember as an ISRO scientist, East India had the best satellite with highest resolution of 5 meters in 1998 when we teamed with ICONOS during that time Lockheed Martin Space Navy to integrate ICONOS with IRS, and we were able to establish about 22 worldwide ground stations with 1 meter and coupled with 5 meter resolution. But over these 15 years things have changed, and we today are going to provide you 25 centimeter satellite resolution. So Digital Globe as a single entity today operates 5 remote sensing satellites in orbit, and we are providing operationally to the worldwide customers for varieties of applications, all these with specific solutions. So we have a long pedigree and we have a future built in with advanced technology and solutions. Look at these 2 satellites as I was telling. GeoEye-2 is also getting ready. We are going to launch it based on the customer demand and the requirement. But World 3 will be launched, and it is a reality that the customers are going to get 25 to 30 centimeter resolution in almost hyperspectral band. What does it mean to you? You just look at this satellite constellation. There are 7 satellites with digital globe. Everything, this, as I said, radiometry, geometry, the speed, the collection, the Q factor. If you look at the entire thing, this is the best constellation commercially available in the world, and it is second to none. And I'm sure this leadership and this type of imagery, it is equal to area we are going to get immediately soon after the World 3 launch. As I said, the shortwave infrared band, what we have designed with 8 band, works from 1.1 micron to 2.2 micron. It has got a number of applications, especially for DNI and mining and coastal. You have a lot of applications. I will just show one application what we have done. You can just look at here. Because of the atmospheric haze, in certain conditions, you get an image like what you have seen here with the present-day satellites. With our short-wave infrared band, once you do it, this is the type of clarity, this is the advantage what you are going to get with this technology. So agility is very, very important. As I said, there are satellites, I don't want to name them, they can collect at 50, 60, 80, but ask them to collect my country or my town, they say it will take about 5 years because the tilting capability is very slow. The collection rates are very slow. Look at the agility of these satellites. 200 kilometers you can sail within 7 seconds. That is the fastness at which these satellites. The control momentum drivers and coupled with star sensor provides the highest accuracy and agility, and the cost of that control system itself is cost of 2 satellites of our nearest competitors. This is the type of technology, this is the type of efficiency that we have. As I said, the pedigree is very important because change detection, you need to see, my previous speaker was talking how change detection is important. Digital globe for the last 15 years has collected the entire Earth mass 25 times with sub-meter. What does it mean? Anybody commercially, whatever change application you want to do, you can take it, order, and we provide you an auto-rectified data. And the volume of this is 50 petabytes. So this has got a tremendous value to most of the government and common man and industry. We don't just provide imagery, we provide solutions. Any solution specific to each vertical. So imagery is one part. We make DEMs, DSMs, DTMs, then we integrate with the industry partner, government partner, specific to what application, whether it is forestry, urban, or disaster management, e-governance, G-government. We have various solutions integrated with the industry and the government partners. How do we deliver that? Just look at this example. This is one of the recent things in Cairo. What you are seeing here is the human mass. I am sure the technology goes developing, we will be able to even find out which terrorist is there. You can just see here movement of people, every individual. You can estimate the number of people in a civil war what has happened. Similarly, in a hostile situation, there is a flood. You just look at the clarity of the image, what we can get. Each and every parcel you will be able to discriminate because of its resolution, because of its accuracy, because of its entropy. You can see one more example here, the parcel in a battlefield. If you take a picture, you will be able to see the entire asset. You can monitor each asset and say where exactly each asset aircraft is there, my ship is there, my artillery is stored, where there is, what is the condition. You will be able to clearly demarcate with satellite image what we provide from digital. So the reports, as I said, we do provide the end user. There is a hostile situation, you want to evacuate, you want to take an immediate action. We do have an analysis center. We do take the imagery, the high revisit capability. With 5 satellites, we can revisit within intraday. That means every day, within 24 hours, we can give you the end solution with the reports, what action you need to take, what damage has happened, where it has happened. This is all about 2D applications I was talking. When it comes to DNI, the 3D is very, very essential. You need to have the third dimension, and that comes only with the satellite, which has got a stereo capability with this high resolution. So we do have all our satellite stereo capability, and without ground control. See, in DNI applications, you are not interested. You are most interested in other side of the country where you can't get ground control points. So without ground control points, with my platform stability, I will be able to achieve this type of DEM and Z accuracy. Look at this. If you have GCPs, I can do much better work, and this is how even in a hilly terrain like Kargil, you will be able to see these fine objects within such a hilly terrain and areas. If I don't have, you may have to see and settle with this type of 8-meter thing. So we're coming to the location accuracy without ground control point. Since my platform is so stable and has coupled with momentum gyros and also the precision star sensor and that sensor, I can locate any object, my pointing target will be well within 4 meters circular error. That means if I want to hit an object without any ground control point, with digital globe data, this is the type of accuracy. 90% of the time you are well within this, whereas the same competitor, if you look at other platforms, they are somewhere around 50 to 60 meters. That is the type of difference. So in conclusion, what I would like to say is digital globe with 250 centimeters today, and as I said, we do have already the US government permission to settle with 25 to 30 centimeters. I am sure Government of India also is going to revise its RSDP policy to match with the technology and make the data available to every user without discrimination. And this is what the new announcement. I am very glad to share with you that any user on a commercial basis. See, for DNI applications, the data delivery, the security, those parts are different. We provide them through a secure network. Whereas for the commercial, it is a different channel. We provide them. But ultimately, this is the type of resolution with 25 centimeters. I am sure most of you are aware. You can derive cartographic maps up to 1:1200 scale with dense and DSMs. So this is another slide. Just I would like to share with you that recently how the objects are very clearly seen with our imagery, and I am sure once the World View 3 is in orbit, and when we deliver 25 centimeter, you will see 4 times better than this. So to end this thing, I would like to quote here a thing from Bhagavad Gita. Nainan chindanti shastrani, nainan dahati pavakaha, nachodayam kledayante apaha, nashoshayate marutaha. That means this soul is eternal, human soul is eternal. It cannot be stopped or destroyed either by weapons or water or air or fire. Similarly, the technology, human invention cannot be stopped by policies, regulations, sanctions. It's a continuous process, and I am sure we keep going with that and we do wonders in the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you. I think there is no for us guys who are still in uniform.